City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The tight end Henry here in motion. 2nd down and goal. Jones caught on a slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gano's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds Robinson, and he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he's got room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to settle him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options.
options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Gano's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Chiefs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Beckham.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39, Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now stands at 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Mahomes Jones on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And that will be their final one in this first half of play. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 13-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 20, Chiefs 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. This drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They run with Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with Harris.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run with Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, it's Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away.
And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jones. Pass complete to Harris. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a 1st, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Now Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They'll get this to about the 38. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones, first throw of overtime here. And right side, Henry's got it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
176 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for